Elton, I see you got your hand raised again. And I see Wanda, you've got your hand raised. I'll get to you in 1 second. Did you raise your hand again, or is it the same one? Okay. Well, then you had your hand raised first. Go ahead.
Okay, so speaking of schools, a lot of school teachers don't get money for school supplies, and they're buying money for school supplies for the classroom out of their own pocket.
Yes.
And a lot of kids are being denied school lunch because their parents make too much money. Even back in the day when we went to school, my mother made too much money for me to get school lunch.
Right.
So can this be used by, I was going to ask, can it be used by organizations? Will they have to give an EIN, or how would it work in terms of the Bitcoin? And
another great question. So here's why this is a great question, because you see me, I talk about this being income, right? Because it is, you're earning an income. You're not getting a donation. You don't have a church. Like for the most part, most of you don't have a church or a not-for-profit. So the money that you receive is considered income. You have to pay taxes on it, right? And before you start saying, oh my gosh, what do you mean I got to pay taxes? Well, if you only made $100 last year, well, you had to pay taxes on $100. So if you make $200,000 this year and you have to pay taxes on that, is that okay? Of course it is. Now, speaking about an EIN, beautiful question. So a business can also participate in this. So if you're a charity, then you can actually raise the money and not pay taxes on it because you are a registered charity. If you are an individual, I highly recommend that once you get to a certain income level, which is you should be able to get to that income level within your first month, you want to register an incorporation, because if you don't register a corporation, you'll be taxed as an individual. And here in North America, taxes are very high as an individual. You could end up paying more than 50% in taxes when you can simply go and register a business for like $300 or whatever it costs wherever you live. And then you get all of the tax breaks of a business. And you might only end up paying 10 or 15%. And folks, listen, I believe that everybody should be paying their fair share of taxes. So don't try and avoid paying taxes. Don't run away from your taxes. Pay them. Because when you live in a great country like I live in Canada here, we've got clean roads. We've got great school systems. We got great policing. We got great emergency services. We got universal health care. And it's the whole country, right? You can go anywhere in Canada and all the streets are clean. You can go anywhere in Canada and feel safe at 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock at night. You can be a homeless person and break your leg, and you can go to a hospital here, any hospital here, and they will take care of you and mend you back to health. Right? So this is what paying your taxes allows the governments to do if they're doing the right thing. And if you are paying your taxes and the government's not doing the right thing, vote them out of office. So Wanda, did that answer your question for you? Thank you.